Good morning, this is Kasturi Day. I was discussing in my previous video the question answer section of the acid, base and salts chapter. It's a chemistry chapter according to ICSE syllabus class 7. Okay, so I'll continue with these. My previous video I discussed some very short questions and some of the short questions, and now today I'm going to discuss the rest of the short questions and some objective questions. Okay, so let me start. First one is, you have a red litmus paper but you need a blue one for some purpose. How would you convert the red litmus paper into a blue one? We can dip that red litmus paper into a basic nature. It will turn blue, and we can use that blue litmus paper in my in whatever purpose I was using it. Now name the yellow substance kept on your kitchen shelf that turns reddish brown in alkaline solution but remains yellow in acidic or neutral solution. That is called turmeric. The pH of blood is 7.4 and that of the toothpaste is 9. Which of the two substances is more basic? The toothpaste, because it is the blood is 7.4, which is slightly above that 7 neutral mark, and the toothpaste is 9, which is a little more basic, a little more above the neutral mark. So toothpaste is more basic. Is the pH of lemon juice or vinegar higher or lower than 7? It's lower than 7 because it is acid. Lemon juice is citric acid, vinegar is acetic acid. Now Arnav is provided with 3 kinds of liquid. Of them, one of them is sodium hydroxide, another is hydrochloric acid, and third one is a sugar solution. How will he identify them when he has only the turmeric indicator? Now turmeric is yellow in color. When it is exposed to neutral solution, that is sugar solution or acidic substance, it remains yellow. Acidic substance, here it is hydrochloric acid, it remains yellow. So we can say that it's either a sugar solution or it's a hydrochloric acid. But if turmeric is exposed to alkaline medium, that is sodium hydroxide, it will turn into dark pink or red. So we can differentiate that this is an alkaline solution, and he separates it, that is sodium hydroxide is there, and it separates it. Now, so first we detect sodium hydroxide as basic substance by a color change from yellow to dark pink or red. Then we will test for an acid or neutral substance with the indicator no color change. Now out of these two, we will mix one with already tested solution for basic substance. Okay. The acid one, what happens if we put acid into that basic solution? What happens? The base color, that is the turmeric which has turned red, will again change into this yellow color. Then we can identify that the given substance, that is acid. And if we put neutral substance, that is sugar solution, into the sodium hydroxide, it will remain that pink or red color. So that will be sugar solution. The solution which we added into the sodium hydroxide solution and it turned yellow again, that is an acid. And this one, that sodium hydroxide which has turned into red after turmeric solution has been added, then it will be sodium hydroxide solution. Okay. Now red litmus paper is dipped in the solution, it remains red. What is the nature of the solution? It is neutral. Okay. Now why acids do not show acidic behavior in absence of water? Acids do not show acidic behavior in the absence of water because hydrogen ions have not dissociated. When we add water into acid, hydrogen ions dissociate and it behaves as an acid. Only in the presence of water it happens so. So now explain why is an antacid tablet is taken when we suffer from acidity. Sometimes we consume spicy food our stomach releases excess of hydrochloric acid, which causes indigestion or acidity. An antacid tablet contains a base like milk of magnesia. It's what happens if this base neutralizes this acid and the acidic effect, excessive acidic effect, and gives relief. So get that relief, and to neutralize that excessive acid, we take antacids. Then why calamine lotion is applied on the skin when an ant bites. The sting of an ant contains formic acid. When an ant bites, it injects this acidic liquid into our skin. This effect of the skin can be neutralized by rubbing some moist solution or a basic solution. Okay, moist basic solution such as baking soda or a calamine lotion which contains zinc carbonate. A base or a basic solution, if we apply on this ant bite where ant is bitten, in that place, what happens, this acid gets neutralized and it gives a relief effect. Then explain why factory waste should be neutralized before disposing it into the water bodies. The wastes of many factories contain acids. Okay, so if they are allowed to flow into the waste bodies, the acids will kill fish and other organisms. Their factory wastes are then neutralized by adding basic substances into it. So what happens if we put this directly, the acid into if we drain into the rivers, what happens, these acids which are present in the factory waste will kill the organisms which are present in the rivers. Okay, so to prevent this, and it will turn acidic, that's why the rivers and lakes will get spoiled and the organisms will die. So to prevent this acidity, we first neutralize the factory waste and then dispose off into the river waters. Then define organic acids. The organic acids are those which are found in plants or animals. For example, vinegar contains acetic acid, lemon juice contains citric acid. Now we come to some other questions. Identify the organic acids which are present in the following. Bile juice contains cholic acid, urine contains uric acid, genetic material in biological cell that contains nucleic acid, nucleus, that is nucleic acid, tamarinds contains tartaric acid, tomato contains oxalic acid. Now what are salts? Give example. Salts are ionic compounds which are generally formed by neutralization of an acid with a base. They can be acidic, basic as well as neutral salts. For example, acidic salts are sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. Basic salts like magnesium chloride. Neutral salts are sodium chloride. Then give some examples of acid and basic salt. Acidic salts, I told you, sodium hydrogen carbonate, sodium hydrogen sulfate, sodium dihydrogen phosphate. Excuse me. Basic salts are magnesium chloride, calcium carbonate, or sodium sulfide. Now, what do you mean by mixed salt? Explain with example. A salt which is derived from more than one acid or more than one base is called mixed salt. For example, bleaching powder, potash alum, etc. So, a salt which is derived from more than one acid or more than one base. Okay. Now we come to choose the correct option, some objective type questions. Which of the following compounds is an acid? Sodium oxide, iron oxide, hydrochloric acid, or calcium hydroxide. So acid is hydrochloric acid. Which of the following is not a base? Potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, copper oxide, or calcium chloride? It is calcium chloride. It's a salt. With which of the following compounds is a solution in solution with phenolphthalein gives a pink color? It's ammonium hydroxide, because ammonium hydroxide is a base. The other three, that is water is neutral substance, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid, they are acids. They remain colorless. Okay. Now we come to Some other questions. Which of the following compounds will react with hydrochloric acid to form salt and water? Sodium sulfate, sulfuric acid, sodium hydroxide, calcium chloride. It is sodium hydroxide. Okay. Because other are the sodium sulfate, calcium chloride, these are salts, and sulfuric acid is itself an acid. So the sodium hydroxide is a base which reacts with hydrochloric acid to form salt and water. The pH of pure water is 7. Okay. Fill in the blanks. An acid reacts with carbonate to give carbon dioxide gas. Soluble bases are called alkalis. An alkali reacts with A or an acid to give A or an salt and water. Then the hydrogen of an acid can be replaced by negative radical, false, positive radical. Acid tastes sour, that's true. All bases are alkalis, but all alkalis are not bases, that's true. I'm sorry, that's false. All alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. Okay. Acid-base indicators give different colors with acids and bases. That's true. The pH of tomato juice is higher than 7. Okay. No, that is lower. That's false statement, and it is lower than 7. This tomato juice contains acidic, so it's lower than 7. So this is the end of the chapter. Please go through this. If you have any doubt, write in the comment box. And if you like the video, press the like button. And if you are a new viewer to my channel and not subscribed yet, please do subscribe to get the notification of my next video. Thank you.